Look at that. Isn't that amazing? Hey everyone! So, back by popular demand, and by popular demand I mean 4 people told me to do it, so here we are. We're gonna work with some opals today, so let's just get into it. Okay, so I have got out some opals. These are the 5 kinds that I work most with. We've got Boulder opal, Welos. I believe these are Welos too, but they're a little nicer. Mexican fire opals, and then these are Australian white opals, and these range greatly in quality. And yeah, I'm gonna go through and show you all of them, and we're gonna work a little bit with all of them. Sorry, I keep bumping my tripod. So yeah, today we're just really gonna need to, harness our inner Pulitzer opal. Shoot, I don't have a Sheila though. One sec. So, alright, we're gonna just have to make do, I guess. No Sheila today. Anyway, oh my gosh, that's gonna drive me nuts. Let me turn off my tumbler. You guys, hold me to it. Remind me to turn that back on. Otherwise, I lose my progress. So, we're probably gonna go through and make some cabs out of all of these. I got ahead of myself and didn't realize I was gonna be making an opal video. So I did already kind of window these Boulder opals, so I won't be showing you how to cut those, but I will be making cabs out of them. These ones I don't know if I'm going to spend much time on, because I bought them when I first got into lapidary stuff, and yeah, now that I know more, these are not great opals. These are very, very lackluster opals, so we'll probably be spending time with some of the Mexican fire opals. These, we'll probably do 1 or 2, but these are the ones that I'm really excited about. These are the real money makers right here. And I, again, got these specific ones. I have others that have come and gone at this point, but these are leftovers from some that I got a long time ago. And that was before I knew that you need to keep opals out of water because they will do what's called crazing, and that's no fun. So, yeah, I was wondering why I got an entire jar of these things for $35. That was why. Because they're pretty much like compromised opals, but they are still really nice. It's just, I hate working with them because you get beautiful gems that do this. Those white marks were not there before cutting it. It was just a beautiful orange, fiery opal, and then over the course of 2 weeks, all of these white marks started showing up. And that's because it dried out. It lived its life in water, and then suddenly was not in water, which is the way that they, oh man. Drives me nuts. Anyway, it's still a cool stone, but it's definitely a shadow of how pretty it used to be. So I actually really don't like working with these, but it's what I have right now, so it's just gonna have to work. The Welos, funny enough, I actually probably prefer working with these most because they're hydrophane, so they actually don't really craze the same way. Where are my tweezers? I had tweezers. Where are they? Here are some Welos that I cut. And I honestly need to go back and do a better job because these are some pretty old ones. The only reason I haven't sold them yet is because they are, yeah, some of my earlier cuts. And they're really nice to work with because they don't, I don't know, in my experience, I'm also not really working with huge stones. They don't do that crazing as often. This one's really rough. I really need to go back and work more on this one. But that is a gorgeous little opal. And they're way more readily available, in my experience anyway, than some other kinds of opal. So if you're looking to enter the opal world, these little Welos are a great starting point. And again, I really wish my my camera would do a better job of showing them, but hey, we're gonna have to just work with what we have available. They are just phenomenal little things, and yeah, they usually don't craze, so I love working with them. The problem being that these are all really small, and yeah, going to be hard to work with, or they're pieces like this, which are just covered in potch. By the time I get through all the potch on this, there's not really going to be much to work with, but I do have probably a small handful in here that are workable, like this one. Alright, so these ones I love and hate. I love them because they are incredibly colorful. They've got some just wonderful color. So they're fantastic. They just look incredible when you work them. But I also hate them. I'll explain why in a moment, but look at these. They're just incredible. I've made it no secret on this channel that purple and blue are my favorite colors, so you could imagine why I am so attracted to these opals. But, yeah, there's a downside to them. The reason I hate them is you will cut a stone, and it will look incredible. Just fantastic. Sorry, I'm wiping the fingerprints off of this. But, then you come back 3 or 4 days later, and this happens. You see all the cracks in there? That's an incredible opal. But it is so cracked up that it has pretty much no value anymore. Which is such a shame, because that is one incredible little opal. So these are like a 50-50. Like, sometimes they don't, sometimes they do. And yeah, it's really a roll of the dice. Really, my hopes are on these ones right here. And these are the white Australian crystal opal. And these are phenomenal little opals. These are way more stable. This one has a little bit, but I think we'll get through all of those while we work it. And it just has some amazing color bars. This one right here is the one I have my hopes set on. So naturally, we'll do it last. There's just a little bit of it that's actually opal. So I think we're actually, instead of coming in like this, we're gonna just turn it and go trim off these little spots, and we should still be able to get a really nice, pretty little stone out of it. But again, it's like, it looks so promising until you actually get into it and then realize that only like 30% of that rock is actually opal. And I started cutting another one, and I think we're just starting to get into the color bar, because we finally have some color starting to show up. See a little bit of green starting to poke through, so let's keep going. My bad, you guys. Did that thing again that I'm so good at doing, where I just, keep working and not realize that I'm not recording. So it is done. It's just such a small, fine color that my camera is really having a hard time picking it up, but trust me, it is one beautiful little opal. Lots and lots of pinfire. So let's do one more Mexican fire opal, and then we'll do something else. Alright, well, I was pretty sure this was going to be the case, but that big one just keeps breaking apart the more I work on it, and that's because there are fissures through the whole thing. I think I've got it pretty much separated out. There's probably one more right here. But all these chunks are still, well, maybe not that one, but all these chunks are still big enough to make stuff with, so I guess we'll just get multiple cabochons out of it. For those of you wondering what a cabochon is, it's the French word for doombringer. Don't fact check me on that though. Alrighty, so next is going to be the Welos, and some of these look like they could be pretty good. Some of them I'm not even going to bother wasting time with. We've got there are some good ones in here, but I feel like for the most part they are hiding under that sand. So I'm going to grab a couple out and see if there's any in here worth working. I guess we'll just, go from there. Well, we have a serious loss, but a small victory. So, here's the serious loss. Here, I might be able to get a little closer. If I turn my brightness down, you should be able to see the color a bit better. Yeah. This is a fantastic opal. But it is so cracked. There are so many cracks in here. That is so sad. That is such a beautiful opal. Oh man. But the win. This piece right here looked like nothing. I didn't see any flash in there, so I figured I'd get rid of the potch just to see. And oh my gosh. There is one colorful little pocket right there. Here, I might have to take the brightness down. Oh, maybe not that much. There is a fantastic little color pocket in there. So, I think we still will be able to get a cab out of this one. Okay, so I have those Welos cut and polished. They are cabbed, but I'm not going to show you those because when they hydrophane, here's a good example, they will go clear, and then as they dry, they turn just pure white. So there's not really much to show at the moment. I will not do them justice by showing them right now. So now let's work on some of these Boulder Opals. These two are windowed already. I think we can access this seam here. I might actually try to access, oh gosh, I just spilt a bunch of stuff. Anyway, try to access that seam right there. It's pretty little, but I think we can still do something with it and polish this. So yeah, let's just do the thing. Alright, the boulders are done. I'll show you in a minute, but my eagerness is getting the better of me. So we are, whoa, that was weird. Alright, anyway, we're going to start with this one. And it looks like it has some pots we're going to have to work through. But look at that color. Oh, it's going to be so nice. Oh, that is really starting to show some good color. Oh, that's a pretty stone. Yay. No matter how many times I do it, it will never feel right. So I saw a fissure in here. Oh, do I have it back? Yeah. There was a pretty big fissure, so I just grabbed some pliers and popped that part off. There's no more fissures in the rest of this, so it should be stable now, but my gosh, no matter how many times you pull an opal apart, it will never feel right. Okay. The first one is done. That is a gorgeous little stone. It is not showing half the color on the camera for some reason. Probably because my camera hates me. I take it as a personal attack, but that is one gorgeous little opal. But this is one of those 50-50 ones, so I am not going to get excited. I'm going to set it aside and hope over the next few days that it doesn't crack. So it's beautiful right now. Let's hope it stays that way. And I started working on this one a little bit. And that is a phenomenal opal. Look at this thing. Look at that. Oh, it's so nice. Oh my gosh, you guys. Alright, those other opals are nice, but this one is just cut from a different cloth. Oh my gosh. I'm actually holding it upside down. Yeah, there it is. Wow. That is a gorgeous opal. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm pretty satisfied with that one. That cut really well. It is time to cut this fantastic Australian white crystal opal. And I am very hopeful. This is such a nice opal. Oh my gosh. Okay guys, that one piece is looking amazing, but I was looking at this and I just figured we had to do this one too. So, we're gonna finish this one and then I'll show you that white beauty. Oh my gosh, is it nice. That white Australian crystal opal turned out amazing. Alrighty, here they are. This is the fruits of our labor. So, I'll grab out my tweezers and let's just look at them. Let's just view them. So, here's the first Mexican fire opal. It did not really have any fire. I was hoping to get into that color bar more, but it was so tiny. So yeah, it's a pretty little cabochon, but as far as opals, whoa, that was crazy. Wow, I am so happy I caught that on camera. Anyway, sorry. Yeah, as far as opals go, especially as far as fire opals go, it's very meh. This one, on the other hand, hopefully my camera will actually cooperate because it was not wanting to last time. Here, go a little darker. Or maybe we can't. Oh, maybe this will help. That is a gorgeous pinfire opal. And my camera is not picking up that full color. There is so much pinfire. Now the hope is that this doesn't start crazing like that The majority of those do. Really pretty though. So here is that Welo that we cut. I think it's still drying out a bit, but it is, you know, good enough. I want to get this video edited, so it has wonderful color. Just a gorgeous opal. My gosh. And I actually cabbed another one. It's got some good pin fire, but this one is definitely still drying out. You can see how cloudy it is. Yeah, they normally don't look like that. This one's absolutely still drying out quite a bit. And we've got our Boulder opals. We've got this one. Has some good color, but not a whole lot. But this one, which I didn't really shape it all that great, but oh, that's a gorgeous little opal. Beautiful Boulder opal. So here is the first one of these that I cut. And oh my gosh, that is such a gorgeous opal. I wish it didn't have that little gray cloud pocket in there, but oh well, it's still fantastic. And then this one I actually cut, one of the last ones that I cut, but it's actually one of those same kinds of opals. I was just mesmerized by that pin fire, so I had to cut it. Look at that thing. Just beautiful. Actually, I might be holding it upside down. Yeah, that's better. Wow. It's so pretty. I love it. And I coated it in fingerprints. So second to last would be this one, which I have fingerprints on already. One second. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? That thing is just beautiful. Oh, don't drop it. There we go. That is a fantastic opal. That's what you want to see right there. Especially for me, because I much prefer the green, blue, and purples. So that's like my perfect opal. It's so pretty. All right, and shocking to no one, here is our prize Australian white opal. Oh my gosh, did it come out well? It is fantastic. Look at all the color in there. I was a little upset that I didn't get more color right there in the center, but there's a really pretty little pinfire pocket, but man, that is beautiful. Look at that. And we're probably going to go with a prong setting on this. It's a pretty big stone, actually. Like, if I do this as an example, it's a little big for a ring. Well, it's a little big for me to want to make it into a ring. Ooh, maybe a toe ring. Like pinky toe? That'd be perfect. Oh, it's just amazing. It's just beautiful. Man, I love this thing. And I still have more opals, but yeah, I'm not going to cut anymore. That actually took quite some time, especially because I had to wait. But especially with the Mexican fire opals and the Welos, I had to wait quite some time to make sure that they weren't going to like start cracking or actually completely dry out. So, yeah, that's going to do it for this one, I think. Aren't they amazing? Man, who doesn't love opals? Pulitzer, I hope I did you proud. I know my opals don't compare to yours, but hopefully you can watch this and go, hey, that didn't suck entirely. Though we, in good faith, can't really call it an opal video without a Sheila, but I guess it's just going to have to do. Alrighty, well, that was a lot of fun, but that's going to do it for this one. I love working with opals, and I hopefully will be doing it more soon. I just worked through a lot of my good stuff, so I'm going to need to order more, and when I do, I will definitely show you. Also, I have a bunch of, like, itty-bitty little opals that I have a plan with, so we'll probably be doing something. I don't want to make promises. I don't know when we're going to do that, but anyway. If this was something that you enjoyed, consider subscribing, because we do this kind of stuff all the time. And yeah, leave me a comment. Let me know which one was your favorite. Mine has to be either, who are we kidding? That gorgeous Australian white opal has got to take the cake for me. But anyway, let me know which one was your favorite down in the comments below. Leave a like if you think I earned it. Some of these are going to be finding their way into settings, which will undoubtedly be finding their way onto my shop, so I'll have a link to that in the description. Keep your eyes out for those. They'll be coming at some point. Also have a link to my Instagram and Facebook group in the description. I hope you all enjoyed this one. It was a lot of fun to make, and yeah, I'll see you next time.